Hi, dear Toastmasters, guests, and friends. Welcome to Toastmasters, the world's biggest platform to hone your leadership skills and communication skills. We are District 31, and I welcome you to Open Heart with District 31. I'm Veera Shriram, your Public Relations Manager. On our talk show, we have a Toastmaster who's been with Toastmasters from 2009, that is close to 20 years of Toastmasters experience. This Toastmaster has been an area director, logistics manager, has served our district immensely from 2015. Toastmaster who is passionate about JP Toastmasters Club and will share what JP Toastmasters Club has to offer Toastmasters community. Without any further ado, let me welcome Toastmaster Dana onto our talk. Toastmaster Dana, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, Vera. How are you?
I am doing great. Toastmaster Dana, I ask all my guests, the first question is your Toastmasters journey. How did it start? Why did it start? Would you like to share something about it?
Sure. So, as you mentioned earlier, I've been a member of Toastmasters since 2009. And while a lot of people join Toastmasters to improve their public speaking skills, I joined Toastmasters to build a community. I started at a corporate club in a, an insurance company based in Ohio. When I was there doing a co op as part of my master's degree, and it was an opportunity for me to venture outside of my cubicle and meet people from other parts of the organization. I loved my experience at Toastmasters so much that when my co-op was over, I found a community club that was meeting in my area and joined that club. And from there, my Toastmasters journey just took off. Within a year, I was a club officer. Following year, I was club president and then area governor, which is what's now called area director. And yeah, and since then, I am enjoying every minute at Toastmasters.
Thank you for sharing that, Toastmaster Dana. A beautiful journey of so many years of experience. Congratulations on completing so many years with Toastmasters. And my second question is, what keeps you at Toastmasters? At this point, you've already built the community, the circle, the confidence, speaking skills, leadership skills. What keeps you at Toastmasters?
As I mentioned, it's the people. Toastmasters has such a wonderful community of people that are here to help each other grow. At this point of my Toastmasters career, I am still learning new things every time I go to a meeting. And I also find it as a good opportunity for me to give back to my community and help other Toastmasters learn, grow, improve their skills, and build a community together.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dana. Now, the impact of Toastmasters on your personal life, professional life, would you like to share something about that?
Sure. I met some of my best friends at Toastmasters. It's a wonderful way to build community and find friends. But also, the confidence that I gained at Toastmasters helped me carve my own path in life. When I moved to Boston in 2015, it was an opportunity for me to leave behind the corporate world. I left a 20-year career in the tech industry to follow a passion and go back to my first love of animal care. I explored a few roles in the pet care industry and then ended up starting my own pet sitting business. I believe that without the confidence I gained at Toastmasters, I wouldn't have had the courage to take that first step and find my own way.
You're a true testimony of Toastmasters, Toastmaster Dana, starting your own business, starting your own venture with the confidence that you have. Amazing. Hats off to you. How is the business doing?
Doing good. We're very busy.
That is always good. Thank you, Toastmaster Dana, for inspiring us to take the leap of faith in what is your passion and give your best. Truly an inspiration. Dear Toastmasters, if you want to be mentored by Toastmaster Dana, you know what you can do? Join JP Toastmasters Club. JP Toastmasters is having an open house on February 13th. Toastmaster Dana, would you like to talk about JP Toastmasters, about your open house, and what is so special about your club?
JP Toastmasters was started in 2017 in Jamaica Plain, serving Jamaica Plain, Roslindale, and the surrounding area. We're a community club that's open to everyone, and we are happy to hold our upcoming open house February 13th. We currently meet in a hybrid mode, so we meet in person once a month at the Rosie Square Theatre in Roslindale, and we meet online on Zoom once a month. So we have a balance of learning different skills. For our open house, the meeting will be in person at the Rosie Square Theatre at 6:30 p.m. on Monday, February 13th. We actually start our networking and social time at 6:30, and the meeting itself will start around 7:15. It's an opportunity to get to know our club members and neighbors and enjoy some snacks and have a good time.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dana. Toastmaster Dana, a lot of guests are watching our talk show and they want to know what would Toastmaster Dana say is one of the two reasons to join Toastmasters. Is there anything that comes to your mind that you like to share with our guests watching our talk show?
As I already mentioned, a lot of Toastmasters is about the people. You get to meet such wonderful people, make friends. If you are at a corporate club or have the opportunity to visit a corporate club, it's an opportunity to meet people in other parts of the organization that you might not be able to meet in other circumstances. If you are in a community setting, it's an opportunity to meet neighbors and make friends in a low-stress, supportive environment. Other than the people, it's leadership. We talk a lot about public speaking, but I want to point out that Toastmasters is a wonderful opportunity to gain leadership skills. I can tell you that I joined Toastmasters after I've already had 15 years experience managing people in the corporate world, and I thought that I knew everything. But when I became area director for the first time, I really learned leadership skills, and it helped me become better at my job, doing a lot more for my community, and it's an experience that I would recommend to everyone. Taking on leadership roles at your club and then at the district, which is a true learning experience, and I recommend that to guests who are considering Toastmasters and to members who are already part of Toastmasters. Take that leap and take on leadership.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dana. Speaking of leadership, what would you say is your leadership style? Are you more facilitating? Are you more delegating? Are you more dictating? Are you coaching, mentoring? What is your leadership style?
I would say it's a combination of coaching and facilitating. Delegating is one of the things that I've been working on and learning every time with every role I've taken at Toastmasters and outside of Toastmasters. It's a true challenge, and I hope that I'm getting better at it every time, but it's work in progress.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dana. Now we move into our final round, which is the rapid fire round. Are you ready for some fun, Toastmaster Dana?
Sure.
Toastmaster Dana, a historic leader that inspires you a lot.
When I'm thinking of leaders that inspire me, I often think about the people around me and the people that have mentored me during my time at Toastmasters and outside of Toastmasters. Specifically, I think of my friend Paul, who was my mentor when I first started as a consultant in the corporate world. He was my boss when I was still a student. He encouraged me to move forward and take on challenges. And he's someone that I miss very much. And leadership, it has a worldview. You have your world leaders and you have the leaders within the communities, and they're all doing wonderful, inspirational work.
Thank you for sharing a personal leader, Toastmaster Danna. Toastmaster Danna, a historic speech that inspires you a lot and you take a lot of inspiration from.
I have heard and listened to so many speeches at Toastmasters, and all of them have been inspiring. The one that comes to mind is one I heard at the Toastmasters meeting just yesterday, where one of the members of my club, Sun Life Toastmasters, told us about an inspirational moment that she had that inspired her to consider what her own motto in life was. And it is a pleasure. It's always wonderful to hear from fellow Toastmasters and to be inspired. I get inspired at every Toastmasters meeting, and I go to a lot of them.
Now it's a tough question. Which is a favorite club, Sun Life Toastmasters or JP Toastmasters?
Oh, that's like asking a parent to choose between their two kids. No, I love both my clubs very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Danna. Now, a personal speech, when you thought about it, when you written the script, when you practiced it, when you delivered it, when you got the feedback, you felt you did the best job. Any speech that comes to your mind?
There are a couple of speeches that I've actually practiced and competed with at the International Speech Contest. The most recent one was a couple of years ago. It was a humorous speech, and somehow it ended up being in the International Speech Contest. It was about my own superhero journey as someone who is not very tall. And it was a lot about how I found solutions to life and loving being a short person. It was funny. It wasn't necessarily an international speech content, but I had fun, and that's the important thing.
That's true. That's true. Thank you for sharing that. Personal stories are very close to heart, and if we add humor to it, it is even more fun. Thank you, Toastmaster Danna. A food that you like to eat and like to cook a lot, any dish that comes to your mind?
I am not much of a cook, to be honest. I cook because I have to eat, but I enjoy food so much more when other people cook for me. My real weakness is chocolates. I am absolutely a chocoholic, and I have no shame about that.
Sounds good. Same here. We love our chocolates. Toastmaster Danna, a restaurant that you like to visit to have good time with friends and family? Any place that you like to recommend?
I love living in Roslindale,
Mm-hmm.
right next to Roslindale Village, which has so many great restaurants. And the one I go to most often is Shanti. It's the local Indian restaurant. The food is amazing, and it's just a wonderful place. So if you're in the Roslindale area, I highly recommend to visit Shanti.
We'll definitely check out Shanti and enjoy the food there. Toastmaster Danna, a book that you like to recommend to our Toastmasters?
I would recommend a book called Humor Seriously. It's a non-fiction book. I'm forgetting the name of the two authors, but we can look that up. Humor Seriously is, as the name suggests, about humor, but also about how humor can be used in the corporate world and in work and life as a way to enhance a message and also avoid misuse of humor. It was very helpful for me as a way to consider leadership and communication within leadership in a way that's a little different from what is normally expected and what is usually seen to be extremely serious. I highly recommend the book Humor Seriously.
Thank you for sharing that. We will definitely check that book out. Toastmaster Dana, a vacation spot that you've already visited or you're planning to visit? Anything that you'd like to recommend?
Ooh, I love to travel, but I haven't doing so much of it in the past several years. I've been living here in the States for the past 14 years. So whenever I have a little bit of time off, I end up going to visit my family, which isn't quite a vacation as such because I don't really get to sit back and relax. However, last winter I got to visit San Diego.
Wow.
It is the best place to go in January. And on a cold day like today, I think back to the beach at San Diego, which is never cold and the weather is always perfect. And for anyone in Massachusetts who wants to escape the cold weather, I highly recommend checking out some time in San Diego.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dana. We'll definitely make a visit to San Diego. That wraps up our rapid fire round. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our district and our members and our guests?
Thank you, the Toastmaster Sriram. I love Toastmaster. I hope everyone else who is watching this will be inspired to check out a Toastmasters club that meets in a place and time that's convenient for them. And I would like to extend an invitation to everyone to visit JP Toastmasters and our open house. Be our Valentine's the day before Valentine's Day and come and meet our club.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dana. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you choose to come down and talk to us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. Wonderful to be here.
Thank you. Dear Toastmasters, that was a wonderful conversation with Toastmaster Dana. She shared about her club, Toastmasters journey, her business, and a lot more. If you'd like to come and talk to us on our talk show, do mention your name in our chat window and we'll have an interview with you. Please do consider subscribing, liking, and sharing to our YouTube channel. We are encouraged when we see those subscriptions go up. On that note, have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you on our next episode of Open Heart with District 31. Until then, bye bye.